Previously on Ex-Wives of Rock.
I have a new boyfriend. His name is Brandon.
It's like 9 months in now. You could just move in.
It's definitely time to do my own clothing line. And I have just the partner in mind.
I haven't forgotten what Blue said in Vegas.
She said that you stole her idea.
There's no freaking time in my schedule to do one more thing.
What's your budget? I have no clue. I'm not cheap.
My cancer cells are just partying big time. I'm feeling freaked out. I can't do it again.
Back when the Ex-Wives of Rock weren't exes yet, there was a pecking order. There were the wives of the bass players like Blue here.
My ex is Jerry Dixon of the Rockmen Warrant. I was very naive at the time.
There were the wives of the drummers like Athena.
I was married to James Kotak of the Scorpions, and now I'm happily divorcing his ass.
And then there were the lead singer's wives like Bobbie.
Well, I was married to Jamie Lane, the lead singer of the Warrant. Didn't work out. It was hard to come back from that.
But there was one woman who was on top of the heap, a true rock and roll queen.
Sharise was the queen bee.
And it was all thanks to this guy.
I was married to Vince Neil from Motley Crue.
To the casual observer, Charise's life as a rock wife might have seemed great, and it was, except for one small drawback.
He was a cheater. Newsflash.
Now, a lot of people might come out of that situation feeling bitter.
I'm not doing zip tanks again. I'm only doing things that I'm going for in fall.
But for Sharise, it was a learning experience.
I had a lot of patience at the time because I was young, but I would not put up with that crap now.
And that toughness is what makes her a no-nonsense businesswoman today.
Don't mess with production. I know production. You don't know production.
Yes, Sharise knows how to handle things. She's about to prove it right now, and Blue may not like it.
Hi.
This is so good. It's so good for you too.
Yeah, I'm not here for the juice. Nice try. I haven't forgotten what Blue said in Vegas. So listen, a couple people have told me that you keep telling them that I've stolen your short idea. I run a big company. I don't need to steal your ideas, Blue. Note to self. Let me tell you the story. I knew that you wanted to do a line. I knew that when you wanted to do shorts and you wanted to do leg warmers, but we had not talked anything about what style they were. I have a meeting with the owner of Candy Wrappers. He tells me, let's add some shorts to the line. I need them in a week. I go home and I come up with an old pair of like 80s drawstring shorts. I saw your closet.
It's the unveiling.
I don't remember seeing your shorts. I remember seeing a lot of little things with tags hanging off. Look at your little shorts.
I wish we wore the same shoe size.
Those are the shorts with the little tags. That was basically the design that I wanted to do. And in the interim, Sharise had come out with Candy Wrappers shorts that were very similar to the ones in my closet. Very similar.
But I had already made them and I had already showed you them in Vegas. You know that?
I don't remember.
That's called selective memory, people. What she really means is, oops, I got caught. Okay, what's on your mind? Pretty ring?
I felt like you sort of blew me off a little bit. Like, you're like, I have absolutely no time. I can't.
I don't. To start a whole new line and merchandise it properly and have it not look half-assed, you have to give it time. You know, I don't even eat lunch half the time downtown. I just starve.
So you're so skinny.
That's my trick.
There's a designer called Ashley Page. Are you familiar with her?
Yeah, she has bikinis, right? Ashley Page is a edgy swimwear designer, and I've seen some of her stuff. She's amazing. She's also a little crazy. I mean, maybe her and Blue will make a good match. I don't know. How much does she want to charge you? Because she might be trying to charge you $5 grand a month.
I have a feeling that she's probably looking for a big payday, and it made it clear to her that I'm not a fountain of cash.
You're not a fountain of cash?
No, I know it seems like it.
I do not think that Blue can afford Ashley Page, but let her try.
Looks like things are fine with Sharise and Blue. Athena? Yeah, not so much.
I'm not expecting the results from my cancer test for a few days. My options are to either totally freak out and go dark, or just kind of do my thing.
And one of those things hopefully involves Sharise.
Hey! I'm glad you came by.
This Saturday night, I'm kind of co-hosting and playing at the Crew Fest thing.
Oh, really?
which is the Skylar Neal Foundation benefit.
Big blow. My daughter was Skylar Lene Neal. And when she was 4 years old, I brought her in to the doctor for the flu, and I found out she had a grapefruit-sized tumor. She was already in stage 4 cancer, so we lost her in 4 short months. Vince and I were already going through a divorce, and Vince started a Skylar Neal Foundation, and I only heard this through the grapevine because he did not let me in on it.
And the reason I'm here is because I just had a meeting with the founders. I want you there.
All these years, I have not been invited or had any knowledge of when something would go on. Who's gonna be there?
You know what?
Not Vince, right?
No, he's not even in town. He's not even in
Okay.
town.
All right.
In
That
fact,
would be
he has a
weird.
gig that night. Everybody there wants you there. You're like almost like a big mystery to them. I had to seriously sit there and go, guys, you don't get it. She's been uninvited. I'm a mom and I can't even imagine not being invited to a fundraiser named after my child. They wanted Skylar's story from her mother. But they know there's
Tell the
this.
story. Oh, that's so like
You know what?
that's what's traumatizing. When she was
get
really
that.
sick, I couldn't stand there and talk about it. Then I really just couldn't.
Yeah.
I was really angry at God, so I didn't want to do anything to help. I was just really in a bitter place. This is like my fight with God. It's like I didn't want.
Show Mama your ears. Yeah.
I didn't want it. I only had one child. Don't take her. So for a long time, I kind of was like, I don't want to do anything, because then it makes her death worth it.
How many years has it been?
She was 4 and she would be 19.
Whoa.
It's been 15 years.
You need to be involved with this. It's time for you.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it. Ugh.
Coming up,
We're about to change the pole dancing apparel forever.
I'm a little teary. We have a scandalous story in the mix.
Oh, I got some myself.
I'm done. You? Hey! What's going on?
Athena and Sharise are women who are all too familiar with the tragedy of cancer.
I hadn't seen any cancer in 10 years, up until recently.
I lost my daughter to cancer.
And for Sharise, the pain of losing a child was complicated by her divorce from Vince Neal, lead singer of Motley Crue.
Vince started a Skylar Neal Foundation. All these years, I have not been invited or had any knowledge of when something would go on.
But Athena is hoping to change that.
You need to be involved with this. Everybody there wants you there. They wanted Skylar's story from her mother.
For a long time, though, I have to tell you, I was really angry at God. My only child.
Yeah.
I went from a house with lots of people and a nanny and my daughter and my brothers and my sisters and to a house with nobody. Because I divorced my husband and I lost my kid. I was like, such a life change. So I didn't want to do anything to help. I was just really in a bitter place for a long time about it.
I get that. Sharise still doesn't know about my issues right now with cancer, and that my reason for doing this event is personal as well.
It was just a really awful time. But I've come so far, and you have come so far.
I know, right?
Yes.
I'll tell her soon, but right now my reasons for doing it are, I'll keep them personal. There's so much love there for you, you have no idea.
Okay, let's see what happens. I'll go.
Really? Okay. Oh my
Let's do it.
God, I was just freaking out. I go, I hope she doesn't go. I don't want to go.
I'm softened, and so I would like to help and, let it be for good, I guess. God and I have made it. Okay.
Hopefully,
Armed with Charise's advice, Blue returns to Ashley, the clothing designer, to discuss her pole dance line, something I didn't think you needed designer clothing for.
Ashley! Hey!
So I invited Ashley to come and take my pole class so that she could get a feel for exactly what it is that I need.
Oh, my ass. I can barely walk.
Did I do that to you?
Yeah. You did that to me.
I think she felt it.
Well, hopefully Ashley isn't looking to exact some revenge with her budget.
Now that you've come to the class, I think you see that the needs are a little bit more on the athletic side, although sexy athletic.
Yeah, sexy girl. Sexy girl meets 80s dancer in dance
I like
class.
that.
So I was thinking I would offer two different things to you. One would be consulting, where we spend an evening together and I actually draw and you go, yeah, and we
that
throw some
works.
colors out to get the energy going. And that's plan A, option A. That's 10,000 for me to do that.
Ashley's thinking of going really, really big, really big. I was looking so forward to this. It never crossed my mind just how much this was going to cost to do this with Ashley.
The second thing is actually overseeing the R&D and the sample production. That is the hard work. This takes sometimes 8 to 12 weeks. So that's
Right.
50,000. You're gonna
I'm
do
just
so
going into my
good.
own location now. I went from wanting to be a Major League Baseball player to realizing that right now I'm at T-ball. I think what I need to do is keep it simple, keep it small, and grow. I'm a little teary.
No, I get it, but I would like to be more a part of it. I would like to talk about bringing you into my store to do like a 50-50 collaboration on this, or
And just like that, Blue once again forgets her own fears and Charise's advice.
Don't go crazy. I would say start with 2 or 3 things.
we're gonna do Italian Vogue.
I'm blown away.
We're about to change the pole dancing apparel forever.
And I am like the mayor of Hollywood. I'm totally in. I am in.
Oh, she's in all right. Over her head.
I just love your style. Like,
Thank you.
and I really felt that you had this really beautiful energy. And I'm not.
It just goes to show, shameless flattery and possibly unrealistic promises can take you far in life.
Igor, can mommy make some new bikinis with Blue? He's so happy that we're doing this.
He's so supportive.
Coming up,
Somebody was having sex in the guest room.
Athena gets her groove back.
Who are you having sex with? I hate her. You can run, but you can't hide.
Both Athena and Sharise are more familiar with cancer than either of them ever wanted to be.
I hadn't seen any cancer in 10 years, up until recently.
I lost my 4-year-old daughter that I had with Vince to cancer.
Which is why they're here at a charity concert for a foundation named after Charise's late daughter, Skylar.
Hey, Skylar! It's gonna be a really hard night, and I'm gonna have to open the box that I've shut and put way deep inside me. I really don't want to talk because I don't know how I'm gonna be, because sometimes I can talk about it and sometimes I can't.
We're here to talk about the Skylar Neal Foundation. We just want to honor you and your legacy.
Bobbie was actually the first person I called when I found out at the hospital. She took the next plane home and just came to my house and lived with me and took care of me. Her sitting down next to me doesn't surprise me. She's always supported me. That's why I love her.
I don't know if anyone is aware of this, but this is the first event on Skylar's behalf that Sharise, her mother, has been invited. It's been a long time. She deserves to be here.
The fact that everybody was talking about my child
It's always a shame when a parent loses a child.
was just overwhelming to me.
Okay, my name's Athena. This is super close to home for me, myself, and my wonderful friend Sharise.
Stupid not to talk. I have to. Come on, Sharise. Get it together and sit up there. Okay, hi everyone, I'm Sharise. No, I'm Stella, it's my daughter. I was going to be her mom for 4 years. This is hard. I'm so touched that you guys are all have shown up to do this, and it means a lot, it really does. And to my good friend Athena that went through it as well. Really, really a horrible, awful thing that anybody can go through. Just the worst. So thank you again. Thanks everybody who showed up. Awesome. I'm so touched.
It's all good. We're gonna kick ass tonight for the best cause ever.
Wait, not so fast. What's a press conference without a few questions?
How do you feel, especially, having been a survivor, of where awareness falls short?
Wow, I kind of can't talk right now, but
There are amazing platforms happening in medicine right now.
They ask me a question, and all of a sudden, Blue answers the question. I didn't even know she was there.
Amazing developments that 10 years ago would never have been a possibility.
And she's talking like she's a doctor, and she's making all these points that I don't even know if they're true or not.
And I think encouraging people to get regular checkups is extremely important.
She was not shy. She just sat right down and started talking. I loved it. I was like, focus on her, not on me.
I think really bring awareness to the fact that it can happen to anyone.
Paging Dr. Blue.
Well, thank you for including me.
I wouldn't be here if you didn't. We'll talk more later because it's gonna get crazy. Everybody had a blast that night.
People gave their time, they gave their effort. It's just so sweet. It just really is so sweet and lovely.
It's the next morning, and the ex-wives have planned to meet at Blue's for brunch.
Hey, good morning. Oh my God. Don't have to hurt yourself. Thorny. Awesome. Thank you. How are you? Tired. How are you? I am tired too. I have mimosas though. Yum.
So at 3 o'clock this morning, I get a call from Athena. Dude, I'm coming over.
Took like all the
boy with her
sister. Let me tell you something. I didn't get to bed till like 5 o'clock this morning.
I'm gonna go wake her up.
All right. Good luck.
What do you mean good luck? I can handle it.
Wake up, bitch!
Really?
What
I feel like
that with that noise?
that was her wake-up call for me.
Yeah. Are you pouring these, or you just gonna look at them for the day?
Is that how it is?
Yeah, kind of.
Grady just left, and he was like, Mom, when I got home from work at 9, you were like out like a light. And then at 3 o'clock this morning, I heard ruckus. And he was like, somebody was having sex in the guest room.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm happy for my friend. She got some of that booty last night.
Who are you having sex with?
Hater.
Where are you going? Get out of here. You can run, but you can't hide.
A lady doesn't usually kiss and tell.
Maybe Sharise.
Hey, baby.
Okay.
And mimosas.
Hi.
Hey!
Love you.
We have a scandalous story in the mix.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I got some myself.
You?
Coming up,
I go, why don't I just go then? And I went,
some people, if they don't know, you can't tell them.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about chemo?
It was exactly the reaction I was hoping to avoid.
Last night was a big deal for Sharise.
I've never been invited to a Skylar Neal Foundation event of any sort until Athena invited me that day. Thanks, everybody who showed up. Awesome. I'm so touched.
And it was kind of a big deal for Athena, too.
Somebody was having sex in the guest room. Hater. You can run, but you can't hide.
Now the ex-wives have met up at Blue's to dish both the dirt and some scrambled eggs.
All right, control freak.
How
Go
many
ahead.
bacons?
More.
So last night I was tired and I wanted to leave at like 11. He was like, oh, one more band. And I was like, okay. Brandon had about 20 drinks and he's forgotten what the night's about. He's just out in Hollywood and having a good time listening to bands. I feel like I've been emotional now for like 7 hours straight. I am dog tired and I really want to go home. But he doesn't. 1 o'clock in the morning, I'm still sitting there. I was pissed. I go, why don't I just go then? And he goes, okay, why don't you do that? I go, oh, really? Oh, okay, bye. And I went, you don't do that to me. And you don't do that to me on this night, buddy. Game on. Then I went and I got all his shit at my house. I put it all by the front door because I knew he'd be ringing my doorbell around 2:30. Ding dong. I just opened it, I go, here's your shit.
Whoa! No!
Yeah. You don't treat me that way. I don't allow that kind of behavior in my life. And so, peace out, buddy. See ya.
That's whole stuff.
That's unbelievable.
Oh, man, what a heavy night for you, dude. Oh, that was not the night to stay out alone and party. Like, that's your girl, man. Go home with her. Not cool.
Oh, it's so good. Do you have ketchup? Oh,
You're
sorry.
gonna put ketchup on these fabulous eggs?
Can I have some more poopy hot sauce, please?
Wow.
Poopy hot. What's up with the poop thing?
Because everyone should enjoy a nice poop. I just think it's natural. It's not weird.
You're
Oh
a
my God.
conversational pooper.
I eat on the toilet. What?
Ew! What?
Overshare. Stop. I don't want to know.
Yeah.
This benefit. Next year, why don't we add your name to it and just kind of make it 50 times what it is right now?
Yeah. There's so many exciting things happening with medicine. And
I just went in for treatment, dude, and I got blasted twice. I didn't have to do anything close to what I would have had to do 10 years ago.
I'm sorry, are you talking about chemo? You just went through chemo again?
We're shocked. How long has this been going on? What did he say? Do you have to go to chemo? Is there radiation? I thought you were talking about a long time ago. This is recent?
The thought that it's back, particularly now, with all the changes that are going on in her life, I just feel for her.
I'm freaked out right now.
Don't be freaked out. Don't take it there. Don't take
You
it there.
didn't know? Seriously?
I didn't tell him.
Dude, I know my secrets are safe with you. They found 2 lumps, and I was immediately put on medication. I'm still in limbo.
I'm upset that you didn't tell me that.
All of this is exactly the reaction I was hoping to avoid.
We're trying to be really positive and put the energy out there to be good, to come back to you.
We need to know what's going on with you.
But you know what? I have some great friends. Can I get a hells yes?
Hells yes for next year.
I'm not sure what I would do without them.
It just needs some hot sauce.
There's humble fog cheese.
Next time on Ex-Wives of Rock.
Did you find out anything about your test result?
I had a mammogram.
How could you do that on Skylar's night, though?
I truly love you. It was really hard not being able to talk to you or see you.
He's bringing me in here to not pay or pay less.
Oh, really?
Yeah. This year has been the roughest year of my life.
Right.
I'd rather have you think that I'm a drunken mess than sick, you know?
I mean, we've been down this road together before, you know? I love you no matter what.